You know, there are going to be days when you feel like you can't even get out of bed. Some days it's just too hard. But you've got to understand that it's normal to feel that way. There's no way to avoid those tough days. Sometimes it feels like the hardest thing in the world is to get up and face the day, but that's okay. The key is knowing that you have to push through. A lot of the time, the reason you might not be where you want to be is because you're letting your feelings control you. You're too focused on how you feel in the moment. You might wake up and feel tired or unmotivated, and that's okay. But don't let it stop you. If you do nothing because you don't feel like it, you're only putting off your dreams for another day. And the more days you do this, the further away your goals get. It's important to understand that when you really want something, you have to keep going even when you don't feel like it. You don't stop because you're not feeling it. Look at your family, your loved ones, the people who depend on you. You don't have the luxury of letting your feelings decide for you. You have to get up and make things happen, even when it's hard. Imagine this. Your dreams are not about you. They're about the people you care about, the people who are counting on you. Every time you decide not to wake up and work, it's like pushing your dreams further away, just because you didn't feel like it today. What really makes the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not how they feel, but what they do when they don't feel like doing it. That's what consistency is all about. It's showing up even when you don't feel like it. When you say to yourself, I don't feel like working today, but you do it anyway because you know you have to. That's how you grow, and that's how you make progress. And here's a huge secret. If you want to be successful, it's about sticking to your plan, even when you don't feel motivated. Life doesn't stop just because you're tired or it's hard. There will always be excuses, always be distractions, but the winners are the ones who don't listen to them. The winners get up and push through, no matter how they feel. A real commitment isn't just saying yes when everything is going well. Commitment means doing the work when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when you're frustrated. And when you feel like quitting, you keep going because you understand that your goals are bigger than your feelings. Every time you wake up and you don't want to get out of bed, remind yourself that you've got a purpose. And it doesn't matter how you feel. If you want to get ahead, you have to do what you promised yourself you would do. Not just on the good days, but on the hard days too. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you get up, you do the work, and you stick with it. So don't let your feelings rule your life. Get up, no matter how you feel, and keep pushing toward your goals. Before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to support our channel, and tell us where you are watching from in the comment section. Life is going to challenge you. It's not going to be easy. There are times when it feels like everything is working against you. But here's the truth. Life doesn't care about your problems. It doesn't stop because you're tired or because things aren't going your way. The world keeps turning, and if you want to keep up, you've got to push through the tough times. It's so easy to look at the things around you and make excuses. Maybe it's the weather, maybe you don't feel good, or maybe you're just in a bad mood. But if you give in to these excuses, you're just wasting precious time. You can't afford to let excuses run your life. Every day you waste, every minute you spend feeling sorry for yourself is a minute you could have used to move closer to your dreams. You have to develop a mindset that doesn't let anything get in your way. Life isn't always going to be perfect. There will always be challenges, always be obstacles. But you can't let that stop you. You have to keep going, even when things get tough. Think about the most successful people. They don't get there by being lucky. They get there by working when everyone else is resting, by fighting through the obstacles that would have stopped other people. They don't stop just because they're tired or because things aren't going the way they hoped. They keep going because they understand that success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who keep pushing, no matter what. This is where you have to make a decision. You have to decide to stop making excuses and start taking action. It doesn't matter if the world is against you or if you don't feel like doing the work. What matters is that you make the choice to get up and get things done. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There's no such thing. The only moment you have is right now. When you look around and see other people working hard, don't be jealous. Let that be your motivation. Use their hard work to fuel your own. If you want what they have, you have to be willing to do what they do. You have to be willing to put in the hours, to sacrifice the time, to fight through the struggles. It's not about working hard only when it's convenient. It's about working hard every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll do it later. But that's just procrastination talking. Tomorrow isn't promised, and if you don't take action today, you'll keep putting your dreams off. The key is to take action right now, even if it's just one small step. Do something every day that gets you closer to where you want to be. Your success depends on how much effort you put into each day. The more you push yourself, the more you do, the more results you will see. It's all about progress. Every little bit of progress counts, and it adds up over time. You just have to keep moving forward. When you start feeling tired, remember that everyone feels that way. It's not about avoiding the hard work. It's about doing it anyway. It's about deciding that no matter how you feel, you're going to keep going. The world isn't going to wait for you to catch up, so you have to stay focused and keep moving forward. You know, it's easy to sit back and make excuses. It's easy to look at the circumstances around you and decide that now is just not the right time. But the reality is, if you keep waiting for the perfect time, it's never going to come. Life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. And if you want to achieve anything, you have to take responsibility for your actions or lack thereof. You have to take control of your life. Let's take a moment and think about someone who showed us exactly what this looks like in action. One of the greatest examples of discipline and responsibility is Kobe Bryant, the legendary basketball player. He wasn't born the best, but he worked every single day to get there. I remember reading about his daily routine, which started at 4 a.m. People would say, "Kobe, how do you do it?" And his answer was always the same: "I don't get tired." That's the mentality you have to adopt. He didn't wake up at 4 a.m. because it was easy. He didn't spend hours working on his craft every day because it felt good. He did it because he had a dream. He took ownership of his time, his talent, and his growth. Kobe's discipline didn't come from motivation alone. It came from his understanding that if he wanted to be the best, he had to put in the work, day after day, even when he didn't feel like it. That's the kind of mindset you need to adopt in your own life. Whether you want to succeed in sports, business, or any other field, it's all about the discipline to keep going, even when things get tough. And here's the thing, you're not alone in this. Everyone has their own challenges. Everyone faces obstacles. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they respond to those challenges. You don't have to wait for someone to push you. You have to be your own push. When you take ownership of your life, you stop waiting for someone to give you permission. You stop looking for the right moment. You get up, no matter how you feel, and you make it happen. Think about this. What if, every time you felt tired or discouraged, you chose to do what needed to be done anyway? What if you didn't wait for motivation to hit you? What if you just made it a habit to work hard, no matter what? Success doesn't come from waiting. It doesn't come from making excuses. It comes from taking full responsibility for your life and your actions. If you keep waiting for the perfect time or the perfect conditions, you'll never get started. But if you decide that now is the time to act, and you take responsibility for your goals, you'll be on your way to achieving them. There's a story about a man named Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. He faced many failures in his life, but the one thing he never did was give up. He took full responsibility for his work, and even when others told him he was wasting his time, he kept going. He didn't wait for things to get easier. He didn't wait for the perfect conditions. He made it happen. Edison said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That mindset is exactly what you need to adopt if you want to succeed. It's about making mistakes, learning from them, and getting back up every time you fall. It's about not waiting for life to give you a break. You have to make your own break. The key to success is in your hands. It's all about taking ownership. When you take responsibility for your actions, you take control of your future. You can't keep blaming other people or your circumstances. It's time to get serious about what you want and start taking action. Kobe Bryant didn't become a legend by waiting for the right time or by feeling motivated every single day. He made the decision that his dreams were worth every ounce of effort, every minute of sacrifice. And that's what you need to do. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect conditions. It's about taking responsibility for your actions, your time, and your growth. The world won't wait for you, and neither should you. Like Edison, who never gave up after thousands of failed attempts, it's important to remember that every setback is just another lesson on the path to success. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the journey. Every time you get up after falling, you move closer to your goals. You build resilience, you gain wisdom, and you get better. It's all about discipline, staying true to your purpose, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. So, the lesson here is clear: don't wait. Don't make excuses. Get up and make it happen. Whether you're chasing a dream, working toward a goal, or simply trying to improve yourself, the time to act is right now. You don't need to wait for motivation to strike. You create your own motivation by committing to your goals, day in and day out. And when things get tough, when you feel like quitting, remember this: giving up is never an option. Life is going to challenge you, and sometimes it will feel like it's too much. But you are capable of more than you realize. The only thing that can stop you is you, and you have the power to push through any obstacle that comes your way. As we wrap up today's message, I want you to think about the steps you're going to take after watching this video. What action will you take today to get closer to your goals? Don't put it off. Take that first step, no matter how small, and make it a habit. And if you enjoyed this message and it inspired you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos like this. Let us know where you're watching from and share your thoughts on the story in the comments below. What was your biggest takeaway? What will you do differently from now on? Your support helps this channel grow, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, no matter how hard it gets, you've got this. Keep pushing, stay focused, and never give up.